Hey guys, let's do our technical analysis review. But before I start, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Very excited times. I'm glad everything that we've been doing and how things are working out. Yesterday was another great day. I'm looking forward to some more of the announcements. And so before we get into it, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. But before we get into the technical analysis, let's talk about this. All right, so this is the new feature that they kind of teased us with yesterday, which, by the way, is really great. I am really excited about this. This feature allows you to reinvest your B&B for HODL. And it also they did it in such a cool way that allows you to kind of have a slider to kind of say what's the percentage of B&B you want versus how much you want to reinvest. And also associated with that, there was a buyback that's auto buyback that's triggered when you claim, and then it also takes 50% and burns it right away. So you get a reinvest, auto buyback, and then a burn. It's like that is so sweet. So really excited. I can't wait for this to kind of go live. When it does, I definitely want to spend some time to kind of talk about this because I think this is going to be very powerful to the investors in so many ways. And so let's see this roll out, and then we'll talk about it because I think there's some great things to kind of talk about and the impact that this is going to have for us. And that means like, man, I'm really excited about this. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to taking it for a test drive. So as soon as we find out the release date, we'll let you guys know, and as soon as it's released, we'll talk about it and be able to kind of show you guys what I'm seeing and what I think is going to happen. Okay, now let's get into it, right? So on the 12 hour, you always want to see this, right? Resistance, pullback, and then now we're at this level of support. What I want to see is I want to see us bounce off this. A lot of people are worrying about this. I'm like, this is normal. This is the normal process in which we go through. We break through, you get to a resistance area, and then you pull back, and then you make your way through because we know people want to take profits. We know all this is going to happen, and the market dynamics always say you break through some type of level of resistance, you pull back, test the lower level of resistance, and then you go forward of support, and then you move forward. So this to me is normal. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's another gut punch similar to this. Yes and no. I think things are completely different now compared to where to this, and so I think that we're in a good position. I'm not worried. All right, so let's go into before we go into the 4 hours and talk about this. Let's look at what's going on with Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin we've been talking about has been a downward trending, and so it finally decided to kind of take a spill under the support line, and so we saw that happening lower and lower. So the question now is how low will it go, right? And so at 29.7, all right, so the next stop would be around, let's say 27.6. Do I think it'll get there? Who knows, right? And maybe it will, maybe it won't. But that's around the area that it bounced off of. And so let's see if it gets close to that or if it decides to turn back around and start to drift higher. But all indication is that this trend will continue lower and that we'll continue to see Bitcoin prices go lower. And that's putting a little bit of a pressure on us. And so we got to keep an eye on what's going on here. But overall, we're doing much better than Bitcoin. And so I like that. So let's look at what BNB is doing. BNB, again, similar to Bitcoin, downward trending. And so right now it accelerated just like Bitcoin. And you see this. So now the question is, does it start to create a base here or does it go lower? It looks like it wants to create a base right around here, just like Bitcoin was doing. So let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. Either way, I think that the timing of what's going on with HODL is great because it's allowing us to kind of fight the on the opposite direction of the trend, and so we're not feeling the full effect of these two being down as we would if we didn't have so much activity going on. Now, the whales that sold, hey, or the folks that sold to kind of bring the price down a little bit, I think you got to expect that. You have to expect people are going to get out, and that's okay. I really think that that's okay. It gives us an opportunity to create new investors at these new levels, which is then what's going to force us to go higher. Folks sitting on a nice bag from pre-market or earlier on, and they want to take their profit. I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, that's their decision. And you know what? Let's just bring in new investors to be able to create the wealth that these guys are passing up on. And that's fine. That's the way the market works. We lost a lot of paper hands down here, and we're going to lose some paper hands going up, and that's okay. But we're going to continue on the journey, and we're not going to let them stop us. So what I like about what I see is that we like as we always talk about, you bust through, you want to see a pullback. This is a nice healthy pullback. And for me, what I like about this is I'm even tempted to pull in another BNB because for all the right reasons. One, it's below my buy zone, and it's into an area of support. I only like to buy in nice areas of support. So on my other account, I'm going to try to buy at least one BNB today because this is at a good price for me to get in. It goes with my strategy. Buy at a level of support. And right now, I have the 21-day moving average and I have my super trend as support. I feel good. I'm buying here. I'm buying here versus buying here, which is fine, but I'm buying here. So I like these types of moves to areas of support, especially if the support holds, which I'm pretty sure it's going to hold, especially with everything that's going on with announcements. So let's see. And if it doesn't, guess what? I'm buying again at the next support level, because at the end of the day, I'm in my buy zone. That's all I care about, right? So 4 hours looks good, and as you know, like I really like to look more at the 4 hours to let me know the sweet spots to get in. But the 1 hour, same thing, right? So we broke through, we bounced off this, right? So and then we kind of faked and then came lower, and then now we're going to make our way to kind of see if we could break through this now as resistance and this area as resistance. So with this pullback, we need to make higher highs, right? And so I'm looking forward to that. All right, so what else could we look at? 30 minutes, again, I don't like the 30 minutes. I like to stay between the hour and the 4 hours. And so I like what I see here. How much of a pullback was that? Let's see. Let's see what we did. This looks like a textbook pullback too. Yeah, textbook. Textbook pullback right to the sweet spot. 61.8% pullback. And then it bounced off. Like that. Let's see if it continues up. So everything is again, everything is fine. I don't want anybody to panic or get nervous or worried. This is normal. These pullbacks are normal. For me, rule of thumb, and I'm giving you a little bit of a hint in terms of how my strategy is going to change outside of the buy zone. This is what I'll be looking for. Nice pullback to a nice area of support, and it's in alignment with the fib retracement. Gives me an opportunity to say, hey, let's nibble, let's get in, right? So I nibble above the 15, the buy zone, and I buy and below the buy zone. And when it gets even lower, I buy. And if it goes even lower, I buy. So that's my strategy, and that's the bulk of it. But at the end of the day, just watch for these, watch for the pullback, and then let's take off. So let's see what happens. All right, and so that's it that I had for today. The video went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but overall, let's keep moving forward. I like this, and just for you guys to be prepared, expect these moves, right? And it's gonna get to be very exciting as we get more volume to kind of create this. But what I really like, and so this is all right. I'm getting on a rant now, so let me tell you what it's really all about. What you should be really looking at is this. BNB rewards. You want to see this number growing. I've been watching this number all weekend. It went from the 29s, 28s, and look at it now. This is what we care about. This is the passive income. This is what we want to grow. So if you want to if you don't feel good about the chart, feel good about the fact that we're increasing our BNB, and some of the things that I just talked to you about are going to further increase this, and it's going to make your passive income significant. This is the key to stabilizing the price. Once this gets to the right level, I guarantee you, one, no one's going to sell, and we're going to attract a lot of new people to come in. So I love the fact that we're moving forward. And I've told you guys in previous videos, you know you're on the right track when this number starts to go up. And keep an eye on our BNB reward pool, because that's the key metric that we really care about. We really care about our passive investment. And so keep an eye out on that. And that's what you should use as your comforting tool, right? Don't get all nervous about the price, because the only ones that get real nervous about this price action are the ones that want to sell at a certain point. We're long time holders, hodlers, right? So at the end of the day, yes, I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear that, but it's true. We want the price to go up because it makes us feel better. But bottom line, we're here for the passive income. We're here for the passive income. Like I told you, my target, my goal is to get to 1 BNB a day, right? I didn't tell you a target for this because I don't have a target for this. This could do whatever it wants to do. But my full target is to collect BNB rewards of 1 BNB a day. And so to me, the way to get there is to grow the pool. So again, I went a lot longer, but hope you guys like this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.